time as we're underway here in Week 13. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Charlie. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 51 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Dalton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 10.
On the carry, it's Logan. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch. Alert. Check 3. 70. Watch the air. Switch. Double right. Watch safety creep.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is Logan. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's going to have it. 43.
I know a retirement ceremony is a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Logan with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Let's go.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Lions 7.
Check 22.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Flushed out right. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Ready? Blue 50. Check 55. Coming this way. Here we go. 32. 55. Hey, orbit.
Stafford on 1st down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. He's checking on the hard. Ready, move. Recon, 132 fighter. Hatchet. Hey.
They run with Logan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Logan with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point good by Prater. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. 3. Right here. Check. 3 down. Tighten up.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 368. Key 8. Strong right.
Dalton sets up play action. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here you go. Can. Bravo.
Another chance for Dalton. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Hurry
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. Early in November. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 59. Check. Check. Topper, topper. And middle, middle, middle. Hey, box drop, box drop.
Here's Stafford. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With a juke. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Come on now, let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
22.
Now it's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Dalton. This to Jarwin. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 55. Check 55 to Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hands up, please. Double time. Here we go, kick. It's hot.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That good for 19 on a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Drop deep, drop deep.
This is Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
You ain't going nowhere.
On second down, Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
I got it. Watch tight end. 4 down, check. 4 down. Watch one. Yeah, 5-6. Buzz. Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
On third down, Dalton. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Andy Dalton with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check.
They run again with Logan. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick your game up. He's coming. Double up. Give me radar. He's coming. Double up. Rerun. You got
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 5-4. Yeah, let's get set. 59! Hey. Check Mike 54. Crunch time, defense. Kill. Shoot. 50. Come. Slide 70.
Lions go for it on fourth. It's Stafford. And no, it's incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
44. 44. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. A 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. On 1st down, it's Elliott. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check 3. Drill right. 22. 80 weapons. 54. Here we go. He's coming. 54. Hey, Alpha. 32.
Throwing again. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They snap it to Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.